Dogs are not the only pet that benefit from homemade diets. This cat food recipe here is crafted with input from trusted vets. This is our Zena. She's 14 years old, and you would never know it, but she turned 14 on January the 25th. I'm not going to bore you with all of the ingredients that's in this recipe right now. I will go through them as we go through the recipe. Also, down in the description, I will have the full details of all the ingredients as well as the benefits for your cat. If you have some recipes or if you have some that are, of course, vet approved, I would love to hear those. Please put those in comments for me. If you are new here, I know you're going to like this. And when you do, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit notifications so that you get all of our recipes as they post for humans as well as for your pets. If you are a returning subscriber, I hope that you'll like this recipe too. Give me a thumbs up. Now, let's stir the pot. To start this cat food recipe, you'll need to get about a medium size stock pot, and we're going to heat this on medium high. What we're going to cook first is our quinoa. Did you know that the quinoa has 9 of the 11 essential amino acids for your cat? It does. So let's get started. We're adding about a cup of water. We're going to bring this up to a boil, and we're going to cook our quinoa. While our quinoa cooks, did I say that right even? Quinoa. I'm going to cut up our salmon. This is wild caught fresh salmon. And I'm also, for the other protein that we're using is, I'm using tuna. I am using a canned tuna packed in water, and I did rinse it off so that I could get as much of the sodium as I could out of that. So just cut up your salmon in small pieces. Our salmon is cut up, and now I'm going to add my carrots to the quinoa. It has started to boil. It's not quite done yet, but I'm going to let the carrots cook in with it. The carrots do need to be chopped up very small. I have a quarter cup here, so add them in. Carrots are packed with fiber as well as potassium. Just give it a quick stir. We'll let that cook a little bit more, then we're going to start adding that salmon. We will now want to add our salmon. The salmon is packed with omegas for your cat, excellent for heart health as well as their skin and their coat. It also has taurine in it. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you can look it up. But it is an essential. Cats must have that. We will wait to put the tuna in later because it has already, it's canned, so it really doesn't need to be cooked. And as this cooks, you are going to mash it up. I am using my handy dandy meat masher. Pick this up on Amazon for just a few bucks. It is an excellent utensil for the kitchen. We were using salmon, or we are using salmon fillets, but even though you're using fillets, do not trust them to be true fillets. Make sure that you check them so that all the bones are removed. I found one in mine, so just a warning. I'm going to now add a little bit of parsley. Guys, you may read that parsley is toxic to your cat, and it is if he was to eat this whole container. A little bit of parsley is very good for your cat. You don't want to add it to yours, don't add it. I'm adding it to mine. I'm going to also add flaxseed. That was 2 teaspoons of parsley, by the way, and 2 teaspoons of flaxseed. Flaxseed is loaded in those omegas, and these ingredients will also boost their immune system. So we like our cats healthy. With your I said flaxseed, you definitely want it to be ground. Flaxseed has a husk on it, so if it's not ground, your cat's not going to be able to absorb the benefits of the flax. So just add this in. I want to talk to you a minute about the liquid that we're using. Tonight, I am cooking with water. You can cook with a broth if it is low sodium. Also, we make bone broth. If you want a recipe for bone broth, check our channel. I didn't have any bone broth to put in this, but that is very good for their health. Our quinoa and our salmon is done. I have turned the burner off, and now I'm going to be adding a couple more ingredients. This is our tuna going in. Again, this was packed in water and it was rinsed to get out as much of that sodium that was added for processing. I'm going to also add 2 teaspoons of eggshells. Eggshells are excellent for calcium for your cat as well as your dog. We do our own eggshells here, so we save the eggshells as we use them through the week, and then I put them in a grinder. It's a coffee grinder, not the one I use for my coffee, but it grinds it up. So we'll save these eggshells too whenever we get finished with them. So just sprinkle your eggshells over. I have 2 teaspoons. And now we're going to just crack our eggs in. We're not actually going to cook the eggs over heat, but this is all hot already, so it's going to cook whenever I put it in there. You could use the eggshells right from these eggs, but you would have to crunch them up really small. I'm just stirring in the eggs so that they can cook in all that hot liquid. And this recipe is done. It took all of 15 minutes to put this together. And the reason it took 15 minutes is that's how long it takes to cook the quinoa. We're going to let this cool for a minute. And while this cools, hit that like button down there and hit subscribe. Also hit notifications so that you get all of our recipes as they post. I'm going to come back with Ms. Zena and we're going to let her do this taste test. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope that you will try this cat recipe in your home. Let's see how Zena likes it. She has been waiting so patiently for this. Oh, she's ready. She is ready. She's sniffing it out. There she goes. She's going in. Guys, I hope that you have liked this recipe. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit notifications so that you get all of our recipes for pets as well as humans as they post. And until next time, stir the pot.